Good morning, students. Myself Abhishek Sharma from Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. Students, we have completed chapter 4 of IED, which was on poverty concept. Today, I have decided to go for a quick review of this chapter and some important topic I have already mentioned in my whiteboard. Like you are seeing poverty, poor, urban, rural, features of poverty, measures, poverty line, causes and programs started by government for the elevation of poverty. Now poverty. Poverty refers to a state in which an individual is unable to fulfill even the basic necessities of life. Poverty in India has been studied from 2 points, urban and rural. Now poor in urban area and poor in rural area. What is the difference between them? Poor in urban area include push cart vendors, street cobblers, rag pickers, beggars. They possess few or no assets. They are largely the overflow of rural poor who have been migrated to urban areas. Now poor in rural area include landless, agricultural laborers, cultivators with very small land holdings. This means they are marginal farmers or tenant cultivators with small land holdings. Many of the rural peoples are basically landless. Now what are the common features of poor people? How can you identify a person is poor? Hunger, starvation, malnutrition, poor health, limited economic opportunities, debt trap, lack of facilities of electricity and water, gender inequality, bigger families. Now what are the measures of poverty? Basically, there are two measures. One is relative and other is absolute. Relative poverty refers to a poverty of people in comparison to other people, region or nation, whereas absolute poverty refers to total number of people living below poverty line. Now, what are the measures of poverty? In the pre-independent India, concept of jail cost of living was used to calculate the poverty line. Whereas in post-independent India, several attempts were made to identify the number of poor in the country. Now, how can we define poverty line? Poverty line is a cutoff point on the line of distribution which usually divides the population of the country as poor and non-poor. People having income below the poverty line are called as poor, and people with income above it is called non-poor. Now, what are the causes of poverty? So, students, basic causes of poverty is population explosion, low level of economic development, poor state of agriculture, high illiteracy rate, high level of unemployment, high level of indebtedness, inequalities of income, and finally, inflation. Now, what are the programs which were started by the government regarding the poverty elevation in the country? So, basically, there were three approaches. One was growth-oriented approach, second was poverty elevation programs, and third was minimum need programs. Growth-oriented approach was initiated from the first 5-year plan. According to this, if there is rapid industrialization and transformation of agriculture, so every aspect of life will grow and get benefit from this approach. Poverty elevation programs were REGP, PMRY, SJSRY, SGSY, and lots of. Now, wage employment program. The government has launched various programs to generate wage employment for the poor, unskilled people, especially living in the rural areas, like Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana, NFFW, Manrega, and lots of programs. The NFFW program was incorporated in Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Guarantee Act, Manrega, in 2005. Manrega aims at enhancing the livelihood security of people in rural area by guaranteeing them 100 days wage employment in a financial year to a rural household whose adult member volunteers to do unskilled manual work. All those among the poor who are ready to work at minimum wage can report for work in areas where this program is implemented. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.